here at the Miami International Boat Show for 2025. We have the new Aquila 42-foot Power Cat that they've just introduced at the show. And we'll be having a walkthrough on that shortly, so stand by. Folks, I'm here today at Miami International Boat Show. I'm here with Alain Rass from Aquila, and they're introducing the new 42-foot coupe, and we're going to do a bit of a walkthrough.
Yeah, so come on board. Welcome,
all right.
Welcome to Miami. So when you step onto the aft platform, you're going to see we've got big wide open space back here. So she's about a 16-foot beam, 1511 to be exact. On the tail end of the transom, you've got a concealed swim ladder. You basically lift the hatch cover up, and there's a full teak step with big beefy stainless handrails for your swim ladder. You've got seating modules to the port and center line. In this 42 coupe, it's been fully optioned, so easy to decontent the boat. But almost every option that's available is shown on this boat. So this module right here can be swapped out for a fridge, or excuse me, can be swapped out for a seat. Currently in this one, it's set up as a fridge and a rubbish bin, but you can swap that out for a freezer also, or you can swap it out and just have seating there.
All right.
Behind me, you've got a Kenyan grill, which again is an option, and an ice maker, but the ice maker can also be swapped out for an additional fridge or freezer, depending on what your needs are. To port and starboard, you have your deck hatches. And I'll just open one up. So down below here, you'll see how big the space is. Huge cavernous space down below. All of the plumbing lines are run through a sea chest. You have a high-speed and a low-speed pickup on board this boat. And the reason we do that is to keep everything pressurized coming through your plumbing lines at your varying speeds. And talking about speeds, what we have standard power package on this is dual 400 Mercury V10s, or you can option it with Volvo DPI inboards at 400s. So basically 400 horse for 400 horse swap. When you do go with the inboards, it is advantageous because it opens up your aft platform even more, which is really great. Shore power, you have two dedicated 30 amp shore power systems to power your internal boat systems. So we're going to step into the salon and take a quick look. To the starboard side, you've got an induction cooktop. You got tons of storage, built-in fridge here, concealed fridge, so good size. And then lots of storage above and below. On the port side, this boat's been optioned with a high-low pedestal electronic actuated pedestal table. Folds down or lowers down to coffee level height or into a bed with a filler cushion. So if you do have additional sleeping needs, you can put those people right here. So standard on this boat is a 2-cabin, 2-head version. The guest cabin we consider on the starboard side, and then the primary cabin is on the port side. Both cabins mirror each other. The only difference is the head on the port side is a little bit bigger, so we consider that the primary cabin on the 42 coupe. Ahead of me, coming up, on the port side, you've got a great Chaise sun lounger, which is excellent, great seated area while you're underway. Terrific vantage point, probably my favorite seat in the house on board, other than the home station. What you see here is what we consider our offshore navigation package, which is your upgraded radar, and you have two 19-inch MFDs. You also have first in the world Goosey steering wheel with paddles, so you can actually control your boat systems through here and toggle through, and you can essentially manage everything through here. So this I know is a horn button, so you can actually hit your horn there. which is really cool, first in the world. And then the backbone of the boat is a C-Zone multifunction system. And from here, it's very similar to what you have on your iPad. Very simple to operate, so you can manage your AC and DC systems through a touch panel here on the C-Zone.
Great.
2 captain's chairs, and then obviously you have your single chaise lounger facing forward. And then in the bow area, you've got seating for 4. You also, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
You have seating for 4.
We can model for you.
There you go.
You see how comfortable it is? Yeah. Look at that. That's the lifestyle.
Yeah. The only thing these guys should be having their swimsuits on. Right?
That's right.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Storage below those seats, or not quite coffin box seats, but in the foredeck you've got storage below. There's also an option for a bow sunshade cover. And then the door that you're standing underneath is actually an electric actuated door, so watertight. You can lower it down when you're at planing speeds, or if you're at low cruising speeds off plane, then you can keep it open. The bottom portion of the door does open or close, so if you are on planing speeds and you want breeze coming through, you can open the lower portion of that door. You also have side windows on both sides for easy access to your cleats. And then I won't show it now because I'm wearing socks, but you can actually walk down the gunnel. There's a concealed handrail in the hardtop, so that way if you do need to walk down the gunnel, you can certainly do that on both sides.
On both sides, yeah.
Yep.
No, that's good.
And yeah, so for those clients or owners that are looking for a great loop boat, you know, whether it's a 42 coupe, 46 coupe, or one of our other range models, you know, this would be.
What is the beam on this one?
The beam on here is 1511, so just under 16 foot.
So for Canadians looking at the Great Lakes area, certainly something that will go through the canals.
Yes, absolutely.
Trent waterways, etc.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Cruise speed on here. We ran the boat for 3 days on the trip into the Miami Boat Show. Top end, wide open throttles, about 46, 47 miles per hour. And then cruise speed is anywhere from 30 to 40, depending on your sea state conditions. We found most efficient around 35, 37.
And what's the range at that point?
Just over 300 miles.
Yeah, so that's good.
So good sized tanks. Underneath the hull, what we believe on is really designing our hulls to make them super efficient. So both hulls, since we're in a cap, have double step hulls. And then in addition to that, what comes standard on the new coupe line is carbon fiber foil system. There is an option to delete the foil if you are so inclined. But we find that the addition of the foil for a lot of our clients is tremendous for speed, range, and efficiency.
What would be the difference in terms of the overall performance with the foil?
You're going to come down probably in terms of miles per hour. You're probably going to lose about 3 to 4 top end. 3 to 5, let's say, and cruising speed will stay pretty similar. It will come down a little bit, but pretty similar. You're not going to, just in terms of speed, you're not going to see too much of a difference. Where you are going to see the differences on the efficiency side, so your range, basically.
Okay. Would the foils also tend to give you a bit more stable ride?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, because when you're going underway, it's actually very interesting because the foil starts activating. It's a fixed foil, so not like on the America's Cup boats where you got 8 people grinding and controlling the hydraulics. This is a fixed foil, so we keep it simple, stupid, and that way you can manage your when you want the foil to activate just through your throttle control. So the foil becomes active about 20, 21 miles per hour, and that's when it starts generating the lift to pull the boat out of the water. The boat's not flying out of the water, it's just making your water line less, so you have less wetted surface area, which makes it more efficient.
And draft with the foil?
Draft on this is 3.2, if I'm not mistaken. 2.9, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We'll look at the board. We've only had these boats for 10 days, so I'm still learning.
No problem, you're forgiven.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look maybe at the cabin.
So this would be considered the primary cabin. One thing I'll note, when you're coming downstairs, you do have the ability to conceal this, so you have a door that closes here.
And sliding.
Yep, and a sliding top.
Okay.
So you have a modified queen size bed, easy access into. You've got a step just down below here. Obviously a big hull side window, recessed LED lighting, large hanging locker. You do also have storage underneath the mattress, additional storage down below here, and then you have a full dry head.
And you said the other side is pretty well the same,
Yeah,
except a little bit smaller?
Identical, except the head's a little bit smaller because of the navigation station. So
Okay, all right.
So, and then in terms of construction on the boats, all of the Aquila, all of our models, we don't use any wood below the water line. Everything's vinyl ester resin infused. All of our bulkheads are also vinyl ester resin infused, and an individual mold for each bulkhead, which is very different to a lot of builders. So it's in terms of strength and rigidity and weight savings on board the boat. That's really where we focus and where the Aquilas come alive.
Okay. And what do you offer in terms of manufacturer's warranty?
So standard, we just recently changed it, so I believe it's 6 years now. And then you have a 1 year ballast stern coverage also.
Okay. And price point?
Price point, U.S. pricing at the boat show for this boat model 42 Coupe as shown is right around 1.2, but that's all the content, so pretty much all the options that you can have on board. I will show you one additional option that's on here that I forgot to mention, but you can obviously decontent that boat down to get your price point south of that.
Right.
And if you're an international client, Canada, then obviously your pricing is a little bit different. As our French or Mediterranean clients, it's a different pricing model. Obviously in the US we have to deal with friendly tariffs, which drives the price a little bit north. But everyone's becoming familiar with those pesky tariff situations currently. So
Enough said on that.
yes, we'll leave that one alone.
That's it. Okay, show us that one other option then.
Yeah.
This is the master. It's more they're identical.
This one.
What's up, Elaine? How are you?
Hey, good. How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So, and then up above me here is actually the sunroof, which we may have disabled it for the show. Yep, we have.
Yeah.
So we've turned it off. But this actually opens up all the way, so you can really bring in a lot of air and light if you want to.
Very nice.
Or in the evening, just have a nice open salon.
Fantastic. Alrighty, Elaine, how many of those can I get?
Yeah, no, we're happy to sell them. So
Okay.
it's been a fantastic opening day at Miami. We're in the second day today. Today's been huge for us also, so we're very excited with what we're offering. We've got a boat for any lifestyle, water lifestyle that our clients have. So whether it comes to fishing, to yachts, long distance cruising, day boats, or this doing great loop.
And for more information, the website
for more
is?
information, if you are a U.S. resident, you can visit one of your local MarineMax stores. If you're a Canadian client, you can visit Marine 360, and they'll certainly take care of you from an Aquila standpoint. Or if you're anywhere else in the world, you can visit one of your local Aquila dealers, or you can always find more information online at aquilaboats.com.
Fantastic. Elaine, thank you very much for your time.
Yep, thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Se ve bien acabado.